And to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Is this you, Bill?
It's Bill, yes. How are you doing, Kirk?
Been a long time.
Been a long time, sir. And you're the man on the spot there, I understand. Now, what's happening?
Well, I just came home to make a couple of calls and get some messages out there, but at about 5 o'clock this morning, members of the NCC and some of their supporters shut part of the highway down.
NCC, what's that?
That's the NunatuKavut Community Council.
Okay, good enough. The NunatuKavut Community Council. Yeah. And just what happened again? Just say it again.
Well, about 8:30 in the morning, the police moved in force, and they arrested 8 people. One of them was a member of the NunatuKavut government, a supporter of our rights and our cause. There were several of them were elders, including one man who's 74 years old, who's a cancer survivor. We have the vice president, one of the councillors, and former member of parliament and now president of NunatuKavut Community Council, Todd Russell, was also arrested. Yeah. And
Kirk, do you know what grounds the arrests are taking place on? I mean, is it just a peaceful demonstration, or was there some...
Just a peaceful demonstration, Bill, to bring attention to our plight. We have hundreds and hundreds of letters from every president that we've ever had requesting consultation and negotiation with the province on many issues, including Muskrat Falls and hunting rights and many other things. And instead of that, we get ignored, and we get, EAP offices closing down, and our communities are among the poorest communities in Canada, especially in southern Labrador, and we've decided that enough is enough. We've tried to negotiate. We've done everything humanly possible to try to sit at a table, and when people don't listen to that, then you're drove to it. I mean, we have better things to do than go up on a highway this morning at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Kirk,
we feel like we're driven to that.
And did I understand correctly that Todd Russell, the president of the NunatuKavut Community Council, has been arrested?
Yes, he has been. They were carried away in paddy wagons, and Mr. Russell has steel bracelets, handcuffs on his wrists, and all of the people who were arrested went limp and were carried away. And we have more people coming to the site now, and I encourage those who are listening to get to that site. It's approximately 11 kilometers up the highway from Goose Bay, right where the Churchill Falls Road and the Southern Highway intersection, right at that intersection. I'll be heading back up there shortly myself. And
You're prepared to get arrested yourself, by the sounds of things.
Well, it sounds to me like I think I'm a photographer and a media guy or something like that today, and doing my own support role. Mm-hmm. But we have many more people coming from southern Labrador today. This is not some little puff of wind. This is just the beginning of a powerful movement in eastern Canada, in the whole country. There's a beginning of a powerful movement where the members of the NunatuKavut Community Council are no longer willing to lay down. We'll lay down on the highway, and we'll stop dozers, but we're not going to lay down and watch our land destroyed where we're not negotiated with, and our rights are not respected. And it's very funny, too, Bill, that in other parts of Canada, Native people have shut down trains and highways, and there were no arrests, sometimes for lengthy periods of time, and there were no arrests. We go up on the highway for a couple of hours, and then they show up in force and carry us away and Todd in handcuffs. But... nobody will ever break the spirit of our people.
Right.
Nobody will ever break our organization or our cause. We're here to stay. We've been here from time immemorial. This is our homeland. This is a cause that we believe in wholeheartedly. And the solidarity amongst our members is powerful and strong, and we will not go into that good night without a fight. You know?
Kirk, do you know how many were arrested who were on the site protesting?
8 people.
8 people. Do you know how many? Do you happen to know how many were in fact on the site at the time that the arrest took place?
I'd say we probably had 20 or 30 people there when the arrest took place, but this was like early in the morning. So we've got a significant number of people coming in from southern Labrador as well.
So this was the beginning. This was the beginning of the protest. A small number of people had gathered. It was the beginning of the demonstration that was going to go on all day, right? Was that the idea?
Right.
And the arrest took place almost immediately. Is that what I understand?
No, I guess they had to wait for shift changes, and very approximately 8:30 Atlantic time, Labrador time, they showed up in several paddy wagons and a number of police officers. and carried our people away.
And I'm just trying to get my head around the reason for the arrest. They must have been, were they blocking the free access on the highways, or was there any violence going on?
We were milling around in the intersection. We weren't stopping anything from east to west, and actually we weren't really stopping anyone. We were just milling around in the intersection, the part that goes towards southern Labrador, towards the causeway, and a whole bunch of vehicles stopped and lined up for about a mile. Many of them, I guess, trying to go to work across the river. And so we never really stopped anyone. We just milled around, and we didn't stop anybody. They stopped on their own.
All right. Well, you keep us posted, if you would, Kirk, on anything. You're going back now, you say, and you're going to be playing a media role and getting information. Keep us posted on anything between now and 11:30. If anything develops, give us a call. And, of course, call, by all means, the Back Talk this afternoon and our newsroom.
They're currently being processed, we're told, in the RCMP station here in Goose Bay. And I was told by the officer in charge that their release will be dependent upon themselves. I would imagine that would mean that they would have to sign some form of some waiver form or something. I'm not.
Yeah, sure. something in which they undertake to keep the peace or something along those lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Bill, I got to say in closing that the fighting spirit of the mixed blood NunatuKavut people in Labrador is just awakening, and we're not going to back down. We are not going to back down on our land and our rights and the future generations. We're doing this for our future generations, and right now, you know, in small communities, we have offices shutting down and no work, and we can't even get jobs over here in this project, which we're not even negotiated with to even have a project in the first place.
Thanks, Kirk.
We're going to continue to move forward, brother.
Thank you, Kirk. Keep us posted.
I will.
I appreciate your call today. Bye-bye. And we're going to have to take, we're well past our break time. That was obviously an important breaking story. It sounds to me like the Muskrat Falls development has its challenges ahead. We'll be right back.